Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today guys, in this video, I am making this video to help you guys basically and to be telling you what I do on a frequent basis, what I started doing to save battery on my smartphone and to not, kill it in a day of usage or 2 days and to make it last more than a day of usage. Now, what I'm going to be telling you guys are certain tips and stuff that I've been doing to, save the battery on my smartphone because saving the battery on your smartphone is crucial because the smartphones are the one piece of tech everybody keeps using on the planet and it's the most used piece of tech on the planet. So that not only, makes it, if you lose it a lot, it not only will make it less, future proof and durable in the long term, and it will, destroy the battery because batteries, rechargeable batteries have a certain lifespan, just like everything on this planet, and need to be removed and checked, on a frequent basis. And so, with a lot of smartphones, with a lot of companies, making their smartphones glued shut, uh, this unfortunately made the battery repair even a little bit harder, and for some people to open the smartphone just got even more expensive. Now, let's start off with the first tip is that I recommend you turn off the Wi-Fi. Now I know, don't flip out. I know that you need the Wi-Fi as long as it's in your house because you want to be on social media and things like that. But I recommend you turn on the Wi-Fi. You turn off the Wi-Fi. I said turn on. Sorry. You turn off the Wi-Fi whenever you feel like you're out of the house or whenever you feel like you don't need it. Basically, the more you turn off the Wi-Fi, the better because this drains the battery for drains the battery a lot, and basically makes your smartphone, instead of it lasting up to 2 or 3 days, instead of it lasting to its full potential, makes it last just about a day and maybe even less sometimes. Now, and you can turn off the Wi-Fi. That is number one. Turn it off whenever you're outside or inside, and also turn off mobile data because that will also drain the battery. Basically, if you are scared that your friends might call you or text you, they can easily send you an SMS. WhatsApp is not necessary, neither does iMessage. Is send you some SMS and call you whenever they want to. And if they only want to call you through WhatsApp or iMessage, just tell them that you're driving. And yeah, so basically, that does not only have a good effect on the smartphone, it has also a good effect on you because it doesn't make you distracted whenever you're on the road or in your friend's house. Now that is number one. Number two, the second tip I'm going to give you is to turn off the location. Now I know that some people use GPS whenever they're out of the house, but if you are in a location you know where you're going, there is no need for for you to turn on the location because this will, number one, drain the battery. Everybody tells this to to a lot of people. This will not only drain the battery, I've been told this multiple times, and it will also, it's sometimes unnecessary and people leave it on, and that will even drain the battery even more. If you want to use the GPS, I would recommend for you to buy, a cheap tablet that has a GPS. And if your car doesn't have a screen on it, like, those expensive cars, you can easily buy a mount and attach it to the vehicle so you can see the location and everything. Basically, just bought a screen for your car for less. And that is the advantage, you pay less money for that than someone who bought a whole expensive car over $10,000 just to have the screen on it. And yeah, basically, if your car is old and doesn't have a screen on it, that's a thing you can use. And number uh, three, the tip that I want to give you guys is to, if you have an app and you have that you don't use and you used it this day and got out of it on your smartphone, close the app. Close every single app that you didn't use. If you used an app one time and it's not important, just whenever you get out, just close it because that will drain your battery and it will run, because if you don't need it, it's unnecessary basically for it to run. I'm sorry, I just fixed my camera just a little bit, I just realized this. It will, run and drain your battery for nothing basically, and your smartphone will end up dead by the end of the day. Now, yeah, that's the three tip is to whenever you got out of the app that you know you're not gonna use, just close it. And I would recommend you keep the important apps open. If you're basically a student and you're not finishing the document just yet, keep it, open. And that does not only go for smartphones, that goes for tablets and laptops. Every device that has a big amount of RAM, and you don't and you leave apps open for no reason, this will drain the battery and not make your smartphone last to its full potential. Now that is number 3. Number 4, what I recommend is to turn on the power saving mode. Now that is especially available on Samsung devices, and if you're a Samsung user, I would recommend you turn on this feature, because it will not only help you save more battery. I said help you, because if you don't do anything and you just basically turn it on and leave everything on, it won't do anything. you know Basically, power saving mode or no power saving mode, your smartphone, if you lose a lot, if is going to basically last you up to 6 hours, basically the whole day, and those times will degrade over time if you don't upgrade your smartphone. So yeah, turning this on will help you basically save the battery of your smartphone and save the lifespan of your smartphone, because some people keep their smartphones for 4 to 5 years, and even mid-range phones, people keep them for 4 to 5 years, and that will basically help you not having to upgrade the phone, because um it will keep the performance check, basically will make the phone even more future proof to last for the long term. Every tip I gave you guys right now to save battery is going to keep your smartphone sharp for the long term. Basically, instead of it lasting 1 or 2 years, it could last you up to 4 years if you save battery life, because battery life is crucial. You won't have to change the battery as often. And yeah, so that is number 4. The fourth tip that I gave you guys is just to turn on power saving mode. Now, if your phone doesn't have this, you can try your best. You can lower the screen brightness. You can, turn off unnecessary features in the notifications slash settings bar on top. And yeah, so that is number 4. And number 5, I need you guys to please turn off not take as many pictures, and use the camera as much, during the day. I want you guys to turn off the camera, basically, because it's unnecessary if you're living a regular day to take a picture in the first place. The less you use the camera, the better, because the more you use it is going to, drain the battery unnecessarily. Now, if you're a YouTuber like me and you shoot videos on your smartphone, because if you don't have a camera, you can do that, and that's basically you just drain batteries for something, instead of draining the battery for just taking selfies. And yeah, and that is number 5. And number 6, please, 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 I don't want to see anybody do this anymore, and even I just catch myself using it. Check if your flashlight is on, because whenever it's dark and you turn the flashlight on, some people leave it on and don't even notice it. And that is crucial not only for the battery life, but it will make your smartphone overheat, and that will downgrade the speed of the CPU. That will drain it excessively, and that's unnecessary. And yeah, so turn off the flashlight, check if it's on. And also, what I want to be telling you guys is to make sure it is unnecessary to charge your phone overnight. Now, I say that for a couple of reasons. I would recommend, if your smartphone is under 70%, that you charge it overnight. If it's not, leave it, because there's really no reason to charge it overnight. And most smartphones have fast chargers, including mid-range phones like the Samsung Galaxy A70 that I'm recording this video on, has a 25-watt fast charger, which is enough for most people, I think. Because not only will, the more you charge your battery, the more chance it will give for you to replace it, and it will not last you a long term, and it will basically kill the life of the battery. Instead of it lasting up to 1 year or 2 years, you're going to have change it every 6 months, basically. And yeah, so that's basically the 6th tip. I just put that in there just to put people on notice. And yeah, so that's been it. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.